had a sweater because I look like a linebacker.
She came out with the tiniest sweater on ever, and she looked like a watermelon wearing a jacket.
Anyways, I think what I was telling you guys was
We're on the timeline.
Yes. So this happened, my first surgery was June 21st, so at the end of June. My second full surgery was at the beginning, I had the manual procedure done in July. Then I had the second DNC done the beginning of August. And then it took me about a month to get back on schedule. So John Michael and I were given the green light, and I was a little slower at wanting to try again than John Michael. But we ended up starting to try again, and we were pregnant in November. So we only really had to try for 2 or 3 months, which was really lucky of us. And, a lot of people questioned how I felt after we got pregnant the second time.
I was just going to ask
that time.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually were... that was one of the things that I said. I didn't want to start trying again until I felt like when we got a positive pregnancy test, I would be excited, because I wanted to be just as excited for this baby as I was for the second, or as I was for the first. And so we were really excited. We told our family immediately again. We waited to announce until past I think we announced when I was 16 weeks. So I had miscarried at 15 weeks last time. And we announced at 16 weeks after we had gone to the doctor and, gotten everything was fine then on. So, and they had, this time around, I had gone through a CVS procedure, which is genetic testing. Katie and I both carry Fragile X, which is a genetic disorder, that we don't show any symptoms of, but it is the leading cause of mental retardation in males, predominantly.
Bean's carrier, too.
Right, and I knew before I got pregnant that I probably would be, because I knew that Katie had been. So we had gotten the CVS procedure done 2 weeks before I miscarried. And they said they couldn't say conclusively if that's what it was, because if I had miscarried immediately after the procedure, they said that they could have said that's exactly what it was. But we have since changed doctors from our first doctor, and our first doctor, our second doctor, and all the nurses we've talked to have said that most likely that it was that CVS procedure. And while we were getting that procedure done, it didn't go the way they had. A lot of difficulty going in and extracting. They actually had to try 3 different times, where it's supposed to be kind of an in and out procedure. And
they actually go into the sac, right?
They go, the CVS, I think they go in and take part of the placenta, as opposed to the amnio. When they do it a little bit later, they take part of the amniotic fluid. So they were actually taking a piece of the placenta to test, which is how we knew.
Oh, that isn't what we had.
So Katie had the amnio to test, and we had the CVS. So, I mean, we just decided, and we had this conversation last time, that no matter what the testing came back, we were going through with the pregnancy. So this time around, we just said absolutely no genetic testing. So we didn't get an amnio or a CVS. We did do the Down syndrome test where it's non-invasive.
And that's pretty routine.
Yeah. So yeah, we didn't do any genetic testing. That's the only difference that we did this time, as opposed to last time, and that just kind of gave us a level of comfort, so we didn't have to worry about it.
Good.
So that was kind of how it went. We knew last time it was a girl. This time it's a boy. This isn't funny, but it is kind of, all of our baby furniture that we had bought last time burned down in a fire.
Very coincidentally.
It was completely coincidental. My dad and uncle, when they had taken our baby furniture, they put it in one of my uncle's company storage units, and the entire unit was
randomly
set on fire, and the entire like building.
I guess we shouldn't say randomly because I think that's divine.
Well, I loved our baby furniture, but I wasn't particularly looking forward to going and getting it. And we went and bought the same exact furniture again, except that it was the newer model. So the crib looks the exact same, but the chest and the dresser look different. So I think that was just a little happy from God.
That's right.